Hello and welcome to One Replay a Day, day number 51. Today's matchup is a PVZ against a Platinum Barcode Zerg on Bonnie Research Station. For those of you who don't know, barcode is just a number of I's and ones, or maybe lowercase l's. I don't really know, I've never had one. Used to disguise your name, which really doesn't do a whole lot in Platinum. But if you're a top-ranked Grandmaster player and you want to hide build orders while still practicing on the ladder, it can be useful to have a barcode. But like I said, it doesn't even make sense if you're on Masters to have one, because honestly no one's going to be looking at your build orders unless you do one replay a day. In which case you can see my terrible build orders. But I have no intention to hide them from anyone except for my current opponent. So looks like I'm Forge Fast expanding. Although I do like to go gate expand on my research station, since you do have an in base. It's a little bit easier to take it and hold it. Alright, so he goes pool first. He was scouting around with this, but now I think he's going to use it for a hatchery over here, and it looks like it. And I'm not going to find it, so I'm probably going to go try to block this one. He takes the outside one, so good for him. A little bit of mind gaming if I am. He makes sure I don't know about it and I'm not cannon rushing it. Although I did go gateway. I've got my expansion coming up too. Okay, so by this point I know he's probably taking the outside one. So I'm going to go look, but I'm not going to see it because he has two wings out already. I see that he doesn't have gas, which is important scouting information because that means he's not going speed early. So I'm going to have my Zealot out in plenty of time to stop these links from getting in and getting any scouting information, of which he will know that I expanded, and but I haven't thrown down tech yet, also that I went double gas. Alright, there's a little bit of dancing there. He doesn't lose anything, but he doesn't gain any information. He does take his third in a timely manner. So nothing too cheesy, too base from him. Although he still hasn't taken gas, which is a little bit odd against Protoss, a gasless style. Normally I would have expected to see gas by now, because if I were doing something aggressive, he would have a hard time holding it without some sort of gas. Slow lings don't really cut it against either a big +1 Zealot attack, or something like a Blink Stalker attack, which I could very easily have been working to. What does he have for scouting information right now? Yeah, right now, oh, he does see the back of my base here, so he sees my Stargate. I actually don't know this Overlord's here, so good on him. So he knows I'm going Stargate, so he is fairly safe going gasless to this point. But now he's going to need to add on Queens and Spores, should be his reaction. As far as scouting information from him, I have no clue what he's doing, which is to be expected at this point. I'm sending a Mothership Core across because I just want to verify his drone count and make sure that he's got a third, which he does. So go back to everyone and get this going again. Alright, so I'm getting a sentry. I'm adding on a few gateways to be safe. He does know about my Stargate. He's building a queen, but it's not an extra queen. And he hasn't started spores yet, which is a little bit odd. That Spine Crawler's probably just a safety since he hadn't gotten gas yet. Yep, he's adding spores, so he got the information he needed to react properly. Alright, so I went Phoenix first, probably because I did see that his Overlord had seen it by this point. So I'm going to kill a couple Overlords for free here. But he just needed to get information, and he got said information to stop him from taking damage. I get pushed out. Ooh, that's a quick fourth. Do I know about that? Oop. Okay. Once again, he's still got slow links. He's never started speed, and I think he just got his Roach Horn a little bit ago. So these are his first real defensive units, but like I said, he knew he was safe because of... I'm just making sure that he's got this base here. He absolutely does. And he's building a lot of roaches now. How's our drones? Worker-wise, we are sitting at 47 to 62, so he is ahead now, but not hugely significantly. I've got some sentries here to keep this expansion safe in case he had been getting a late speed and was going to try to deny it. I should be building cannons here. Okay, I am now. I'm done with my little photon pocket. And I'm scouting around with the Phoenix, seeing what I can see. How many Phoenix have I built? Units. We're up to 3. This is a lot of Overlords to catch. I mean, he's going to come try to deny with the Queens, but I'm going to get at least 1 or 2 of these. Alright. This creep sweat's pretty good, though. Got a scouted Phoenix going in the back to see if he's got any tech coming up. The answer is he has an Infestation Pit already. Infestation Pit and Roach Horn are what he's got. A little bit odd. Did I see that Infestation Pit? No. I gotta make sure to scout the back of the bases. It's a little bit of a mistake. Could come to burn me if he's going Swarm Host early. And he is. So he's very weak against... how many queens did he actually build? Okay, so he built enough queens to at least take a decent chunk of... it's very odd to go Spine Crawlers this early too. I think he's playing Turtle Swarm Host. He's almost certainly playing Turtle Swarm Host. That's a shit ton of roaches. Do I have enough to deal with this? Yeah, but not without trading. Have I started Colossus production yet? No, I don't have a Colossus Bay on the way even. A little bit of a mistake. I should really have a Colossus Bay by this point. Should use these Phoenixes to pick up roaches. Okay, that's going to let me take the fight easily. But behind this, he started a Spine Crawler wall, and he's got not an early 4th base, but an aggressive expansion 4th base. Right, so I clean up those roaches. I've got a lot of suckers. These have Blink. Am I getting Blink? Where's my Twilight? I'm getting Charge. Alright, so I need to do something with these stalkers now that I worked them all in. But he's already got a giant wall of Spine Crawlers up, which is going to really stop me from doing a whole lot here. Although this side's nice and exposed, so I'm going in with the Phoenix on this side. Okay, so yeah, he's really turtling up. Alright, so I'm hitting a Spine Crawler wall. I don't think I saw the Swarm Host there, but I do now. Luckily he doesn't have detection here, so I'm going to kill the first with the Swarm Host probably. I'm not sure why I backed off there. Probably because I was waiting for reinforcements. I could have broken this though. I could have done a lot of damage here and not, because all he had were a few Swarm Hosts and these queens and now some Slowlings. But especially if I had Blink, that would have gone really well. But I back up and I should be throwing down a second Robo, and I am. And a Robo Bay, because I need Colossus and I need them now. I think I got a little bit of work done with these Phoenix. Yeah, I'm killing a few things here and there. Being annoying, just sitting outside of the smoke color range. He doesn't have like any anti-air. Just pick up that queen. Get that queen, get it. Oh, there's so much I could kill here. He's gonna have second queen, but I can still kill both those queens. What am I doing behind this? Alright, so this is a really long time, and I even lose a Phoenix. I let his queens get completely under me. I could have killed 2 queens there before those other queens even got here. Instead I just lost some Phoenix. I'm not even producing out of both Robo Bays or Robo facilities. I haven't even started an upgrade yet. What am I doing right now? Holy shit. Alright, so I'm producing now, but what I was doing for the last couple of minutes, no idea. Start my Templar Archives, add on a few more gateways. Gateway-wise, I am sitting at... Oop, I don't want B for buildings. I don't know what that button actually does. It skips back a few seconds. It looks like T for structures. Yes, I have 10 warp gates, so I'm doing okay warp gate-wise. Probe saturation, pretty good on 3 base. We got +2 coming in. Or that +1? No, it's +2. I'm adding on a few Void Rays too. A Void Ray. I'm expanding the gold, which I like. I've got pylons on either side. But he's going to see this pylon here in just a little bit. This is still his weak spot. Oh, this is a huge mistake by him. If I had an observer here, I could have gotten another 4 Swarm Hosts for free. I really need to use those stalkers to do something though. Alright. I've started Blink. And I'm getting observer speed too. So I've got a big warp in here, but he sees it. He just saw it, which is unfortunate for me. If I could have run past and got into this mineral line, I could have done some decent damage, but basically these cells were just wasted against those Swarm Hosts. So he's going to get that pylon. I could be warping in on this side too. I probably should have done a double prong warp in, so I didn't put all my eggs in one basket because I just got crushed right there. I've only got 2 Colossus, so I think this move out is hopeful, to say the least. You really want 4 or even 6. I mean, because right now he doesn't have really anything to counter them. Has he started a hive yet? He does have a hive, but he hasn't started building Infestors, I don't think. Or not Infestors, Vipers. He just started Vipers now. So he's getting his Colossus counter ready. where he's sending into. This is the weak spot. I'm attacking into his point of strength. I'm just going to lose all these zealots right away. Because I've only got 2 Colossus, which don't clear these Locusts fast enough, because look, his other waves are already coming in. I mean, yeah, he's just straight Turtle Swarm Horse, and he's still got weak points. I could be exploiting them. Right now, he just started fixing up this weak point. It's pretty well defended against War Prisms. But a large air switch would do pretty well right now. Void Rays or even carriers, honestly. So basically, I need to be extremely efficient now. Because he's got his ideal Swarm Horse composition pretty much in the bank. So I've got just enough Colossus to contest the Locust waves now. But I can't really pressure, because he's going to have Vipers to pull me in, which is what he's getting ready to do right now. Although he doesn't have a ton of energy yet. He only has a few Abducts here. Here they come. It's the Mothership Core. And 2 Colossus, I should wash these back. Those are okay force fields, but I've lost critical mass on my Colossus, so I need to back off, and I do. Oh, don't donate this one. Get run! Run! Ugh. Donated Colossus. Alright, so I'm down to 3. Still producing more. Do I have Storm yet? I don't really need Storm, but Storm would be nice here. Should warp these gateways in. I do have Storm, but I don't think I have any Templar at all. Which is a mistake. If I had had Templar there and feedback those, I could have taken a much better engagement there. But I mean, he's pretty solidly defended now. I need to be considering a Mothership Core pretty soon here too. I don't have a fleet beaking out. I'm still just producing Colossus. So I mean, he can just zone me after having killed that many. Or his Vipers still back here. He doesn't need to pull him up because I'm not even close to doing damage to him. Try Zealot Warping on this side, but it's not going to do anything because he's got his Wall Spine Crawlers up. Upgrade wise, I'm sitting at 3-0. I've started a shield upgrade. I think he's at 2-2? 2-1. I'm just barely holding it. So he's even pulling in Stalkers. Didn't get any feedbacks off. I'm gonna lose these for free. That Storm did almost nothing. Once again, I lost like 3 Colossus, all my Stalkers, and did very, very little damage to him, so I'm not being cost efficient. Does he have detection? He does have detection over here now, so DTs aren't an option either, really. Although a DT dropped in the main would do work. Worker-wise, he is, I mean, he's already getting air upgrades. He's preparing his transition for that also. But I am losing this war of attrition badly. I'm not going to be able to hold this. These are just range to get that. Once again, a giant warping of Zealots is going to do pretty much nothing against that wall of Spines. Still just bumping on Colossus, not really doing anything with it. Okay, so I finally rebuilt my Mothership Core, and I'm getting a Stargate transition ready. Holy shit, that's a lot of Stargates. That's a few too many Stargates, honestly. I don't think I can produce even close to off of that anymore. I don't have a fleet beacon yet either. Because I really need a Mothership to cloak my Templar, so that I can get them close enough without the Locusts getting in, so I can feed back the Vipers as they come in. What am I going to build with this? Void Rays? Void Rays. I'm not going to be able to be cost efficient enough. Although he doesn't have like any anti-air right now. Except for a handful of queens. And I don't even know where they're at anymore. Where are his queens? They've got to be somewhere near the front line. Units. Queens. He's only got 9. They're right here, the majority of them. So this is his anti-Void Ray force, which is a decent anti-Void Ray force, especially if I don't have upgrades for him. But I am starting to get upgrades now. Oh, he's giving me a lot of time though. I feel like he should be moving his spine wall up. Well, he is starting to now. and then moving his swarm host up behind it, and pressuring this base. But I would have had enough time to go to carriers here. Alright, so I got my fleet beacon coming. There's my mothership. So I'm in my base right here. So I finally have enough Colossus to just decimate this wave. Although I think I just lost a few zealots here. One of those styles that will no longer be effective in Legacy of the Void. I'll be more out of it. Need to be aggressively expanding. He obviously hasn't been. I mean, he did early, but then he just turtled after that. That Swarmos won't be viable like this. Alright, so he's coming in for the poles. 1, 2, 3 Colossus down. I lost critical mass, but start taking damage. This has needed to been a mothership by this point. He's got no detection right here. Oh, he does, just barely. Well, mothership's coming up, but can't do anything with it. So I've got my little Void Ray hit squad on the side here. I think I'm just going to go snipe bases with it, but I mean, what's that going to do? He's almost mined out at this base here. If I could get the Hive, that'd probably be a big deal. If I could heal the Hive and both Spires, I would be in an okay spot. But it's 13 Void Rays versus Queens, and they've got transfuses, so that's not even a sure thing at all. Should kill his Queen, should kill the Spore, should charge for that support. I do. Kill the Queen, kill the base. He should be moving his Queens up. Here they come. And then he's just battering me down here. I still don't have my mothership. It takes forever to build one. Kill that other Spore. Alright, so none of these guys are worth killing. These Spines. Just need to get the tech structures. Alright, so he pulls in a few first. So I've got to fight now. He's got enough to pull here, but he can just, he'll tank me. If these had been carries, we would have had a lot harder time doing this, but he's not even always a Queen. So at this point, I'm dead. Is coming to dump this mothership into his Spore wall right here, and I'm done for. It's a lot of Vipers. Should be mining out here, and I am. I mean, I just don't have the resources to deal with this giant wall of stuff with him being effective with his Vipers, and he's coming now to kill this. If I had feedback of every single one of these, I would have a chance before he got to my mothership. But that's not going to happen. The mothership's just going to die here. And I lose all my Templar as soon as it goes down, and it's game over. Alright, so I need to identify that he's going Turtle Swarm Host a lot earlier. He did a pretty good job of getting up defense at each base in a timely manner, so I don't think a Warp Prism would have picked him apart very well. But he left this area undefended. I did scout that it was undefended. I even had a pylon here. When I warped in all these zealots right here, I could have split my warp in half and half and probably gotten some okay damage done with that. After that, I should have either transitioned to air much quicker. Well, a mothership is pretty much necessary to shield for my Templar so that I can stop his Vipers on my Colossus wall. But if I'm going to do an air switch, Void Rays aren't the answer when he has that many Queens. Carriers would have been a better solution. Or I could have gone for the very slow build 3 or 4 Tempests and just picked at him. But that's not my style, and it takes way too fucking long to deal with that. So, Carriers probably. Getting a mothership earlier, and really just identifying what I'm against and if he's got weaknesses, which he did have for a little while, but I mean, after a certain point, after you throw enough SAG defense, there's nowhere I could have moved in, unless I was near, because there's so many spine crawlers. So, yeah, gotta be more cost efficient. Did I even get my third upgrade? What are my upgrades? Yeah, I got to 3-2, which is a god-awful considering, but I could have done better. Anyways, Thanks for watching, and see you next time.